First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the NBA prospects that were drafted in this year's draft. Definitely a dream come true. All the hard work from AAU basketball to NBA preparation. I'm going to discuss the top 10 picks from this year's 2018 NBA draft and my reaction to each pick. We'll see how this class compares to last year's class, because last year's class, they had a lot of amazing players come out. And I made a video of the top 10 rookies of 2017, so make sure to check that video out when you're done here. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe to keep up with my videos.
Pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Mikal Bridges from Villanova University.
The 76ers traded him away to the Phoenix Suns, which was a great move for Phoenix. Honestly, I don't know why they did it for real. So Philly has Errick Smith, a 6'4" shooting guard from Texas Tech University, where he averaged 11.3 points and 5 rebounds a game. I think he'll fit in with this team, an athletic guard with bounce and strength for his size. He could provide extra scoring on the court or coming off the bench if Markelle Fultz doesn't get his act together this year, or if JJ Redick doesn't come back to the team next season.
With the 9th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kevin Knox from the University of Kentucky.
They did it again, guys. They booed the player the team drafted. I guess the Porzingis pick didn't teach them any manners. You gotta wait at least until the summer league starts before anyone can start to panic. But the New York Knicks selected Kevin Knox from the University of Kentucky, where he put up 15.6 points and 5.4 rebounds. I think the kid's gonna have a great season with the New York Knicks after the fans booing him and Kristaps Porzingis' advice towards adversity. Like, this man really has something to prove now. Trey Burke, Michael Beasley, and Enes Kanter had great seasons this year for the New York Knicks as of late, so maybe next year the Knicks could finally make the playoffs again.
With the 8th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Collin Sexton from the University of Alabama.
Collin Sexton was a great scorer in college. Let's hope he can transition that over to the NBA. Point guard from Alabama, where he put up 19.2 points and 3.6 assists a game. He kind of reminds me of a mixture of Eric Bledsoe and John Wall, which is a great comparison, but I don't know if he's enough to make LeBron not want to leave. But if LeBron leaves, Sexton will be the primary scorer and playmaker for Cleveland down the line. With the lack of trustworthy point guards for Cleveland, we might see Collin get a lot of minutes next season.
Now with the 7th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Wendell Carter Jr. from Duke University.
Wendell Carter Jr., one of the best big men in this year's draft. And yes, there was a lot of big men in this draft this year. Duke native, I always have to give an upper advantage with players who played for the legend and Coach K. He helps develop and blossom these guys in just one season. Every year, and installing the knowledge of the game that he knows has to make you a better NBA player after dealing with Coach K. Most likely going to start at power forward for the Chicago Bulls. They now have a solid young core. He averaged 13.5 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks a game for Duke, so he's definitely going to help on the defensive end, and more talent to go alongside with Zach LaVine if they keep him, and Larry Markkinen.
With the 6th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mohamed Bamba from the University of Texas.
Another talented big man in this year's draft class that has the potential to be a great defender in this league because of his size, which is long as hell. Pause. At the University of Texas, he averaged 12.9 points, 10.5 rebounds, and a ridiculous 3.7 blocks a game, which leads his class. Definitely a great pickup for the Orlando Magic, as their team has been struggling to find success. Maybe drafting Mo Bamba could change the organization around. We'll see. You never know.
With the 5th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Trey Young from the University of Oklahoma.
Trey Young has been on the NBA scouting report since he stepped floor for Oklahoma. They say he's a little undersized, which I can agree with. He's only weighing in at 180 pounds against grown-ass men with kids, but that's nothing NBA money can't fix up. He just got to be willing to put in the work. And Trey Young's college highlights and numbers are ridiculous, man. 5-star recruit out of high school to averaging 27.4 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 8.7 assists a game, leading the NCAA Division I in points and assists. Some of the stuff he got away with in college is not going to fly in the NBA with guys who've been in all defensive teams in the NBA, so he's got to find his rhythm in the offense, especially if the Hawks probably gonna part ways with Dennis Schroeder soon, so the window will open for Trey Young to shine in the ATL. But they're still gonna be trash for a couple more seasons.
With the 4th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Jaren Jackson Jr. from Michigan State University.
Honestly, I don't know what direction Memphis is trying to go. They're not going to be in any contention for the championship for a while. But Jaren Jackson Jr. was a solid pick, especially if they plan on parting ways with Marc Gasol soon. I think they need to completely rebuild, but they're not going to get rid of Mike Conley, and it's up to them. Jackson Jr. averaged 10.9 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 3 blocks a game. His numbers not crazy except the blocks per game with 3, but he was selected number 4 because the potential that the coach is seeing him as a player, and now he has a chance to showcase talents for the Memphis Grizzlies, and they need some type of new excitement, man. They've been asked for so long.
With the 3rd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic from Ljubljana, Slovenia and Real Madrid.
The Dallas Mavericks ended up getting the foreign sensation we've been hearing about for the last couple of months. Dallas traded their draft rights to the Hawks, and he was selected 3rd overall. This kid is only 19 years old, and his overseas resume looks crazy, dog. The 2018 EuroLeague champion and MVP is now in America to prove how great of an NBA player he can now be. The game is definitely different over there, but we've seen guys translate their games over, like his new teammate Dirk Nowitzki, who was already opened his arms wide for Luka Doncic on draft night via tweet. He averaged 14.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game as their 6'7" point guard. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this hype is all about.
With the 2nd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Marvin Bagley III from Duke University.
Great pickup for the Sacramento Kings. They have a lot of young talent on their team now with all these damn lottery picks on their team. The Kings have De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Willie Cauley-Stein, Justin Jackson, Bogdan Bogdanovic, a lot of young talent, and Marvin is definitely gonna be super productive because the opportunity's there. The Kings need as much help as they can possibly get, but I don't know how much this pick changes their organization around. Even though he came from Duke and the legendary Coach K, where he averaged 21 points and 11.1 rebounds a game, the Kings need more pieces to the puzzle, but still a great pickup for the Sacramento Kings.
With the 1st pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select DeAndre Ayton from Nassau, Bahamas and the University of Arizona.
Definitely the best player in this year's NBA Draft, has an interesting future ahead of him. The Phoenix Suns could be like the 76ers in a couple of seasons, where they have a lot of young talent to set their team up around. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Marquise Chris, Josh Jackson, TJ Warren. They got something to work with in the near future. I definitely think that DeAndre Ayton could change the whole team around for the better. Him, Booker, like Shaq and Kobe, maybe. The Phoenix Suns hasn't had a reliable big man since Amari Stoudemire, and it looks like this kid is going to take the spotlight in Phoenix, coming from the University of Arizona with something to prove, especially to Joel Embiid. He has to prove why he deserved that number 1 pick in this year's NBA Draft. And oh yeah, why he deserved that 2nd contract, where he's trying to get that bag, man, and I completely feel him. The family's gotta eat, right? Now I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the top 10 picks. Unfortunately, LiAngelo Ball didn't get drafted on draft night, and Michael Porter Jr. dropped like crazy. Ended up being like number 14 to the Denver Nuggets, when at the beginning of the year he was projected to go at least top 3. But that back injury kept teams on their heel about the decision to select him. And still for Denver if he stays healthy. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I have a lot more videos for you guys to check out. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to smack that like button, as it helps my channel grow. Subscribe and hit that bell, and I'm gonna check you on my next video. Wait for it.